Y'all, listen. Let's talk about kindness, being kind. I the deeper I delve into trying to be a better person myself and learning how to control emotions and my mind, the more the universe gives me lessons. And sometimes I don't want those, but I've been getting a lot of them lately. So I'm going to share those with you, the things I learned, and maybe give you some insight on some things that might help you. So I, I have been thinking about kindness for a very, very long time and observing. I'm kind of a sociologist at heart. I study that in college. So I observe people, and I'm always puzzling on what makes people do the way they do and act the way they act. So, Las Vegas is a huge international city, a huge melting pot, and I've had a lot of opportunity the last 5 years, going into my 6th year, to observe, especially these children that I teach, because they are a small microcosm of the larger world. It's pretty scary, guys. Las Vegas is not a nice city. It's not a it's a city to come have fun. It's a city to do all the things that you wouldn't do where you're from, if you get my drift. But as far as being a city of kindness, not so much. It's a very selfish city. It's a very narcissistic city. It's a very shallow city. And if people aren't aware of that coming here, they get lost and they lose their self and they turn into what Las Vegas is. So, thank goodness I was older when I got here because I was already pretty well grounded. But my quest out here has been to look for friends and for kind people, and they're just few and far between. And maybe it's the kind of kind that I'm used to, which is what we're known for in the southern part of the United States. It's being gracious, it's being having a heart of a servant. It's doing for others. Uh, Maybe it's my generation. Maybe it was just my family. I don't know. I'm studying about all of it. But anyway, my point today is a couple of weeks ago I was in the lunchroom and I had a 6-year-old student who I interact with quite a lot. She's in first grade. Beautiful little girl, very needy like most of them are. And she asked me to open her bag of apples because the lunch people put stuff in these bags that these kids can't get open. And I opened the apples and she looked at me right dead in the eye and very solemnly said, very thoughtfully said, my name, what they call me, and she said, "You are the kindest person I have ever met." That was a 6-year-old. That was for me opening her apples. Now, she may be talking about the love that I give her every time I see her, the interest that I take in her. But the fact that something that small and insignificant could trigger a very thoughtful and deep comment like that from a small child really gave me pause. And it also upset me a lot because she may not have other people in her life that are being kind to her. So it made me really rethink what I'm doing at that school. And I think the reason I'm there is to show a level of kindness to these children that maybe they've not had. So I'm pausing longer to listen. I'm hugging a little bit longer. And I'm trying to do that in my daily life too. I had an act of kindness shown to me this weekend that was unexpected and doesn't happen often out here. Most people out here are, if they give you something, they want something in return. It's kind of that way. And I made a new friend last spring and we've sort of reconnected. And she came over Saturday for a few hours and brought me something that I needed or that I thought I needed and just sat with me. And it was so powerful that I'm even kind of tearing up about it, talking about it, because I don't have a lot of that here. And it's so powerful, you guys. I had a follower last week that was talking on the page, and I do read all of your comments and try to respond, and some are very thoughtful. The thoughtful ones I love. And he said, "A kind word can ignite you." And that has stuck with me so hard because A kind word, a kind act, no matter how small and insignificant, can truly melt your heart. It can make your heart smile, as I tell the kids. So think about that as you go through your day and your week this week. Be kind. As we say down south, just be nice. Something that small. And I promise you, the kind word, no matter how small, the kind thought, the kind act, no matter how insignificant, or just a smile, will completely change somebody's heart sometimes in their life, and give them something to hold on to. It will ignite them, and it will also give you incredible joy. Sometimes I get shivers up my spine after I've done something kind for someone. Just try it. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week.